championship culture here at FAMU. This boy behind us here, further proves what I talked about. All the national championships here, and these are the legendary coaches and players that help create the championship culture here at FAMU. Some of the notable names: Rudy Hubbard, Jake Gaither, Bob Hayes. All the guys that set the foundation here at FAMU. All right. You see out here come Willie Simmons here. We won the national championship in 2019. So the program is steady rising, and it'll continue to grow. Okay. Behind us here is our locker. Every player on the team has their own locker, right? And they have their own combination. They're the only people in the building with their combination. So on an ordinary day like today, a practice day, they come in, put their combination in, open their locker up, get their stuff out, go get dressed. After practice, they put their dirty, stank clothes back on the loop, throw it back in there. The equipment's there, wash it up, and they repeat the cycle every day. All right. Being a college athlete is pretty hard. All right. So you won't have time to go to the laundromat every day to wash your clothes. All right. When I grew up, we took our stank stuff home to wash it. All right. And mom was ready to throw it out the house. So that's one luxury that you have. But on top of that, the equipment staff is very vital to any football program. They take care of all you need as far as you need cleats, you need gloves, your helmet broke, your shoulder pads broke, anything like that, they take care of. Also, all that drip down night, y'all like to be clean, right? They take care of all that too. All right. Here to your right, and I spoke about it a little bit earlier. Jake Gaither is the most legendary coach here at FAMU. He won 8 national championships, and he won 22 out of 25 conference championships also. Jake Gaither, his legacy was so big here at FAMU, to where it trickled out into the community also, okay? Like I was saying, his legacy trickled out into the community. I grew up walking distance from here, and the community next door to mine is called Jake Gaither, right? And the community was built during segregation time. And we don't live in certain areas, and they built that area for prominent black people, right? The professors at FAMU, entrepreneurs, and people who have real money. So the community consists of nothing but brick houses. In the 60s, if you had a brick house, you were somebody, all right? All right, so that community to this day is still a thriving community, still all brick houses, still an all black community, and we have a golf course there and a recreation center also. Okay? All right, we talked about the word family a little bit. The word family, it expands further than just this campus. Okay, so wherever y'all from, I'll say this. There's family alumni all around the country, right? So wherever you're from or whatever city you move to, there's going to be FAMU rattlers there. So if you come to FAMU and you get a degree, and you get a job and you're going to come from a rattler, what do you think your chances are of getting that job? Very high, all right? Like I said, the word family, it goes a long way, all right? So wherever you're from, there's rattlers there, I'm pretty sure everybody in here knows somebody better from FAMU, right?
Yep.
You did? Yes, ma'am. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. All right. Here is the historic championship won by FAMU in 1978. Coach Rudy Hubbard. I mentioned earlier that FAMU is the only HBCU to win an FCS championship. Okay. And Coach Rudy Hubbard leading his men to that championship. A fun fact about him: he was the youngest coach in the entire country to go in and win that championship. All right. This is how young he was. He was almost the same age as his players. That's how young he was. All right. So for him to lead a group of his peers to a championship says a lot about his character. Okay. All right. Here we have Ken Riley. Ken Riley was a quarterback here at FAMU. He went ahead to play the NFL for 15 seasons. Out of those 15 seasons, he made the Pro Bowl 12 times as a defensive back, okay? Also, to this day, he's fifth on the all-time interception list in the NFL. All right. With numbers like that, you would think he'd be in the Hall of Fame, right? He's not in the Hall of Fame. We're still pushing for it. And as a matter of fact, an article just came out the other day that stated that he was getting closer to getting in the Hall of Fame. All right. The sad part about it is he won't be able to see it because he passed away a couple of years ago. All right. So after his NFL career, he returned here to FAMU to be the head coach. I've been around for a long time, but I haven't seen many people who played in a place and became the head coach at the same place. All right. While he was the head coach here at FAMU, his son, Ken Riley II, Ken Riley Jr. played for him here at FAMU, right? So about 3 or 4 months ago, Ken Riley Jr. was here on campus with his son, Ken Riley III. So that'll be 3 generations of Rattlers that walk this campus, all right? In some families, man, when you're born, you're gonna be a Rattler. And that's just what it is, all right? I mean, I'm serious about that. All right, so here we have the NFL wall. And this is some of the guys from FAMU that played in the NFL. After this NFL draft this year, FAMU has put over 100 guys in the NFL, okay? Over 100 guys. And these guys on the wall right here, they weren't just guys that was on their team, they were key players on their team from right here at FAMU. All right, so I know for sure it's guys here that has Power 5 over big time offers. And a lot of y'all know me personally. And I sent guys to all those schools, right? Big schools, right? I sent guys to those schools and they didn't accomplish their goals because they didn't put their work in. So you can go to the Power 5 schools that have all the big facilities, all the fancy stuff, right? If you don't put that work in, you won't get the results, all right? These guys are proof that you can come here to this small building, an HBCU, and you can see what you're looking for if you put the work in, okay? Just keep wrapping around. Just keep wrapping around, boy. Go all the way around. I told you, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, keep wrapping around. Keep wrapping around. All right, so whatever school you decide to go to, this is the most important room in the building, right? All right, the most important room. Also, the strength and conditioning coach is who you'll spend the most time with in the program. It won't be your position coach. A lot of places you go, you're rather see the head coach. Here, man, there's different coach Simmons, he's in and out the building, conversating with guys, like it's different here. But a lot of places you won't see the head coach. But the person who you're going to spend the most time with is the strength and conditioning coach. I'll say this. I won't say that the strength and conditioning coach sets the depth chart, but they play a big role in setting the depth chart. If I'm the wide receiver coach and I come in and I say, hey coach, what Kenny Kelly been doing in the weight room? Oh coach, he been late, he ain't been working, he play around here. What do you think gonna be on the depth chart, Kenny? You're gonna be down bottom, right? Realistically, you might be going home. All right, that's just the reality of it. All right, every year we recruit guys better than you. Every year we try to get guys to beat you out. I mean, I'm just being realistic, right? We recruit guys to beat you out every year, so you got to take advantage of every opportunity and start hitting the weight room. All right. Any program you go to, the strength and conditioning coach, he's gonna ride. He's gonna push you. You gotta be able to take that coach. All right, so whatever program y'all in, these coaches guys, these coaches. And this place is very important. All right, it's the injuries away, it's really stamina up. All right. And I have a video for y'all to watch. I'm gonna let the players get out of the locker room. As a matter of fact, we're going to stay there for a second and then we're going to locker room. Okay.
That is FAMU Field House. Every recruit is going to go through that process, going to go through FAMU Field House, look at everything, definitely look at the locker room. And, you know, shout out to these three individuals, these three All-Americans, man. They made the FCS All-American team. So shout out to these FAMU individuals, man. And this is Bridges on Top. Peace out.